Nia Jax accused of intentionally injuring Jade Cargill, fans demand firing. The WWE Universe was left in shock after a devastating incident during a high-profile match that has fans and insiders buzzing with controversy. Nia Jax, a powerhouse and one of WWE's most dominant women, is now facing intense scrutiny, accused of intentionally injuring rising star Jade Cargill. Social media erupted, commentators struggled to process what had just happened, and fans are demanding accountability. The fallout has become one of the most talked about topics in professional wrestling, shaking the foundations of WWE and raising questions about safety, intent, and responsibility inside the squared circle. The incident occurred during a marquee match on WWE Raw, featuring Jade Cargill, a rapidly rising star known for her speed, agility, and resilience, taking on Nia Jax in a match that had been heavily promoted for weeks. The anticipation was palpable, with fans expecting a thrilling clash of strength versus athleticism. Everyone knew that Nia, standing tall with her immense power and commanding presence, presented a challenge, but nobody expected the match to take a dark turn. From the outset, the match was intense. Nia Jax dominated the early exchanges with her trademark power moves, tossing Jade around the ring with precision. Jade, ever resilient, countered with agility and speed, landing strikes and high-flying maneuvers that drew loud reactions from the crowd. It was a classic battle of strength versus skill, exactly what WWE fans live for. But midway through the match, the tone shifted dramatically. In a move that was meant to be a standard body slam, Jade landed awkwardly, her body twisting at an unnatural angle. The crowd gasped as she collapsed to the mat, clutching her knee and screaming in pain. The referee immediately called for medical assistance, realizing the severity of the injury. Cameras captured the harrowing moment. Jade's face contorted in agony, the audience holding its breath, and Nia standing over her, looking stunned, or so it seemed. Medical personnel rushed to the ring, helping Jade off the mat and stabilizing her for transport to a nearby hospital. The arena, usually alive with cheers and chants, fell into stunned silence. Fans were shocked, some yelling in anger, others in disbelief. It was clear this was no ordinary in-ring accident. Backstage, the reaction was immediate. WWE officials convened an emergency meeting, trying to assess what had happened. Initial reports suggested that Jade's injury was severe, potentially a torn ligament or worse, with a recovery timeline that could sideline her for months. But what would truly ignite the controversy was speculation about Nia Jax's intent. As news of the incident spread, social media exploded. Clips of the moment went viral, and fans began dissecting every second of the match. Many claimed that Nia's actions were not accidental, that she had intentionally targeted Jade's leg, perhaps out of frustration from ongoing storyline rivalries or past tensions backstage. Tweets, videos, and memes flooded platforms, with hashtags like #FireNiaJax, #JusticeForJade, and #WWEFail trending within hours. Commentators struggled to address the situation live. Michael Cole, normally energetic and upbeat, spoke cautiously. "We've just witnessed a very serious incident in the ring. Jade Cargill has been injured, and medical personnel are attending to her now. There are unconfirmed reports suggesting the injury may have been intentional, but we'll wait for official statements." The arena was filled with murmurs, whispers, and stunned faces. Fans holding signs reading, "Protect the women's division," and "Nia Jax accountable," demonstrated the immediate backlash. The perception that a veteran superstar might intentionally harm a rising talent was a shocking breach of trust in the WWE Universe. Backstage, Triple H and WWE executives were reportedly in crisis mode. Multiple sources indicate that Triple H personally reviewed footage of the match, meeting with referees, trainers, and other superstars to determine if this was a legitimate accident or intentional misconduct. Sources also suggest that Jade Cargill was inconsolable backstage, frustrated and devastated at the thought that her injury might have been avoidable. WWE released an initial statement. Jade Cargill was injured during her match tonight with Nia Jax and is receiving medical care. WWE takes the safety of its superstars seriously and is investigating the incident. We ask fans to respect the privacy of those involved while the matter is reviewed. While the statement was standard, fans were unsatisfied. Social media reactions turned fierce. Clips showing Nia standing over Jade immediately after the injury, combined with selective replays, fueled speculation that the move had been executed with malice. Fans debated whether it was a storyline accident or a deliberate attack, with many demanding that Nia be suspended or fired immediately. The WWE locker room was reportedly tense following the incident. Several superstars approached Jade to offer support, while others expressed concerns about working with Nia going forward. Anonymous sources revealed that some female superstars were afraid of similar incidents, raising broader concerns about trust and safety in the ring. Nia Jax herself addressed the incident via social media the following day. In a statement, she said, I want to first say that I am deeply sorry to Jade Cargill and anyone affected by last night's events. My intention was never to hurt her. Wrestling is a physical, demanding sport, and accidents can happen, but I regret the outcome and will cooperate fully with WWE's investigation. Despite the statement, fans remained skeptical. The incident had already ignited a firestorm of discussion, with wrestling analysts weighing in on whether Nia Jax's size and strength gave her too much power in the ring, increasing the risk of injuries for other performers. Some argued that Jade, as a rising star, might have been unfairly targeted due to storyline conflicts or perceived rivalry backstage. Social media sentiment was overwhelmingly critical. Reddit threads and Twitter posts dissected frame-by-frame footage, highlighting moments where Nia's body positioning, grip, and stance appeared deliberate. Fans debated whether WWE's existing safety protocols were sufficient, and many called for immediate disciplinary action. The hashtag #FireNiaJax trended globally for days. Meanwhile, medical reports confirmed that Jade's injury was serious. Sources indicated a torn ligament and potential complications requiring surgery. WWE's medical team recommended a prolonged recovery period, putting her out of action for several months. This intensified fan outrage, as the injury not only sidelined a rising star but also threatened her momentum and career trajectory. Analysts on wrestling podcasts and news outlets debated the situation extensively. One commentator said, Nia Jax is an incredibly talented performer, but with great power comes great responsibility. Fans are reacting the way they are because they believe this could have been avoided. WWE needs to address this head-on, not just with words, but with decisive action. Triple H, understanding the potential damage to WWE's reputation, reportedly took the matter very seriously. Internal discussions centered on whether Nia's actions were reckless or malicious, the adequacy of current safety measures, and the precedent that any disciplinary action would set. Reports suggested that WWE could issue a suspension, mandatory retraining, or more severe penalties depending on the findings. Back in the WWE universe, fans showed overwhelming support for Jade. Posts praising her resilience, determination, and courage flooded platforms. Even celebrities and athletes outside wrestling weighed in, expressing solidarity and condemning any intentional actions that could harm a fellow athlete. Jade herself later posted a heartfelt message. I'm devastated by my injury and everything that happened, but I want to focus on recovery. I appreciate the outpouring of support from fans, fellow superstars, and everyone in the wrestling community. I'll be back stronger, and I hope WWE takes the necessary steps to ensure this doesn't happen again. The incident also sparked broader discussions about the